Coach, it wasn't the outcome that was hoped for tonight, but regardless, your guys battled. Not even all season long, but all weekend long especially.
Yeah, I didn't think we were 100% our sharpest tonight, which is a little disappointing, but, you get on the big stage, you'd like to be your best and then see what happens. So, but I give them credit. They played the way they needed to win. They blocked a ton of shots. You look at the shots, us getting 31, we had a lot of shots that didn't get through or were wide because they did a good job. I give them all the credit in the world. They're coached well. They had a good week here. And when it came down to it, I thought they deserved to win tonight. They just did more things right than us, and it's unfortunate. But we're not going to walk out of here, hanging our heads. It's been a heck of a year for a first-year organization, and I think we've laid a pretty solid piece of groundwork to build off for the future.
What are you going to remember most from this season?
This team I've done this a long time, and I've coached a lot of guys. This team is so full of character. This was my most enjoyable year of coaching. We had zero off-ice issues. We had great leadership in our locker room. We really, you look at where we came from in a year of being awarded a franchise and then not knowing what we had for players and trying to build a team and all that stuff. So I'm really proud of what we have accomplished. We have a ton of guys that could return next year, and we've got a lot of guys that got some college opportunities, and a lot of guys that really did some good for themselves here down the stretch with what we did and accomplished as a team. I think you'll see a lot more individual accomplishments and college interests. So that to me is what it's really all about.
And a lot of emotions tonight. It's evident how much this group cares about each other. What do you guys say to each other?
Yeah, there were a lot of things said in the locker room, and our players know how soft and emotional that I am. So, there were some tears in there, and it wasn't, it's just being emotion that you feel bad for the players. And you're gonna miss guys, and the guys that aren't going to be a part of this next year, that this was their only crack at it. And we're proud that we got this far, but we walked in the rink tonight, thinking that we were going to win. And it just didn't happen. I give them all the credit in the world. They played really well. I thought their goalie played well tonight too. And we just weren't quite at the top of our game, unfortunately.
The period almost kind of strange. If you weren't looking at the shots on goal, it seemed like a pretty even first period.
Yeah.
And then you look at the board and 16-8. I mean, it seemed like as you mentioned, your team had a lot of attempts that weren't getting to the net.
Yeah, and I felt like we had some really good chances that just didn't go in too. And if those go in early, maybe it's a different story for us and we get a little momentum. But, there were it felt to me like there were some pucks tonight that just didn't find their way in there that in some other games have been going in for us. So, that's unfortunate.
Knowing that they had played 9 periods of regulation plus 3 more periods of overtime.
Yeah.
I think that maybe, there would be a sag. And
we were hoping for it. I really thought that was going to play into our advantage of where we could try and wear them down and play hard. And, to their credit, they fought through it, and they didn't show any signs to me of being tired. So, I think we talk all the time about how good teams find ways to win, and I think, that team found a way to win tonight, and we're deserving of that win.
Another 37 saves for your goalie.
Yeah, and we pumped 31 on their guys, so I was a little disappointed for Ray that he wasn't, on the all-tournament team. As good a playoff and tournament rate than Robbins had here. That was my only, kind of individual disappointment. But, you can't take it away from their goalie. He won, so.